Hey Busters, welcome back to another Digimon Shokugan review. So today we'll be taking a look at number 2, Angewomon. So I guess just a little note for those who are unaware, this is a Shokugan toy, which is not a capsule toy or gachapon, nor is it just a normal toy. Shokugans are generally just small just small little toys that they sell in Japanese supermarkets, because they come bundled with a small piece of gum. By having this small piece of the gum, it's considered, I guess, like a food item, allowing them to sell small toys in supermarkets while, trying to get that extra little bit of cash from the parents while they're shopping with the kids. So yeah, this is in Shokugan, or the Shodo series for Digimon number 2. Here goes the back. So here it is. It shows name, Angewomon. Level is the Mega level, or the Kyukutai. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Kanzentai. So this is the ultimate level in Japanese, English. Or I guess Kanzentai would be like the perfect level translated. Type is one of the Daitenshi, so I guess it's a Great Angel type. And it is a vaccine type, with its special attack being Holy Arrow. Here's the lineup of WarGreymon, Angewomon, and Garudamon. Ooh, it's got a nice crest of, who is it? Hope? Light. Crest of light from Cardi. So, for those wondering, a sealed box of this, or a sealed case, comes in 6s. You get 3 WarGreymons, 2 Angewomons, and 1 Garudamon. So yeah. So here she is. Overall, it's not bad. I mean, honestly, she was my least favorite of the 3. Reason specifically being the wings. Even for the promo pictures, I thought the wings were like a bit bland, like they didn't really try too hard. And yeah, because like you can kind of see here in the ribbon, it's got like this protruding textures to kind of show feathers. They didn't really do that with the wings, which is really kind of sad. I mean, I wish they kind of put in that extra effort, considering this Shokugan is 1,000 yen, or $10, whereas most Shodo Shokugans are only 500 yen. For double the price, kind of expect a bit more. It is pretty lightweight, but in terms of volume, it's not bad. So yeah, so what is it? I was surprised actually when it came out. It came in lots of pieces. The hands, the legs were broken off and stuff, so I'm just gonna take this apart and show you piece by piece. So here it does come with a small stand, because from our butt here, because it is a bit hard for her to stand. Not that I tried, but I mean, honestly, I think you can do it, but it's pretty hard given that she doesn't really have any ankle articulation. It's just knees, so it's just a balancing act. But for those who don't like the stand, they did come with this extra foot piece that gachapons or figures sometimes come with. Oh, wait a minute. Is this... no, I thought maybe it was, but no, her leg is just kind of warped. I think, yeah. Is it? Yeah, I think my leg is just kind of warped, but... So you can just put this here. So if you didn't want the stand, and then it kind of gives her a bit of balance. Unfortunately, I think mine definitely is a bit warped. But not to worry. For stuff like this, you just kind of like put in like some hot water, heat it up, and then it'll snap back. Or not snap back. It'll just kind of like, I guess, cool down back in its correct position. So, but yeah, in terms of articulation, or before articulation, I guess, the way it comes in. The wings here, let me just remove this, are just one piece here like this. So I guess when it came, it also came with this small connector pieces here, so it kind of came bundled like this. Pretty much specifically, it's just so it doesn't kind of move around and get damaged. So that's what it is. As far as I know, this piece is a throwaway piece specifically designed to hold that in place. So here are the 2 ports on the back of her. This piece here, the ribbon thing, is removable. It's just all soft plastic and nice and bendy. It did when it comes out, it is attached to this giant piece, so you do have to cut it out yourself. I kind of wish, you know, they put in the effort and did it for us. And unfortunately, I thought because of soft plastic it would be this pink color, but unfortunately you can see here the sprue cuts here. I mean, when you cut it, let's see, maybe focused here. Let me just kind of get it focused here. So here, as you can kind of see, it is a white, so this is just painted, so unfortunately it does leave a bit of marks here. So, and so her arms fell off already, so yep. Kind of like the, I guess, Choshinka series, the Super Evolution series, the figures. She is a bit flimsy, but I guess, yeah, I guess this is one of the reasons I think why this SHODO Digimon series costs so much more compared to their Kamen Rider or other series. The fact that they got a lot of ball joints here, so I guess maybe that's extra costs there, so piece count. So the arms here are pretty nice, and the legs, when they are nicely on ball joints here, so you get a wide range of movement. And here is actually just on a peg. I guess it's kind of hard for me to take out now, but when it in the plastic sealed bag, it did just come as a torso, and the legs do plug in here at here. But once you do it, you know, you get some good range movements and whatnot. So unfortunately, I kind of wish they kind of put in the extra effort here too, to kind of like really paint in the zipper line here. But you know, nothing like for people who do plastic modeling, you know, a gunpla marker, some silver paint here, a little bit by yourself, probably using some small paintbrush or maybe just a toothpick, since it's so thin, would go a long way. But overall, yeah, I mean, honestly, Angewomon was definitely my least favorite in terms of these three figures when I was deciding whether or not to get it. And I mean, now that I had it, when it initially came out of the box, I was like, oh, you know what? It's not bad. But having it in hand, honestly, it's a bit better than I was expecting, but not by much, to be honest. So I kind of wish the wings were like more on ball joints, so instead of just straight pegs. So that's kind of disappointing, but you know, this is, I guess, a budget toy line. They're not gonna go hardcore into like giving us the best quality. Oh, the head popped up, so I guess now we can know. Same as WarGreymon, it is just on a bald peg joint here, so pigs right there. So yeah, so if you want her without it, anything is good, but best to have this here. So I think it was because this is soft plastic, you just wrap it around here. This one I'll just put this way, that arm out and wrap it up, and there we go. And I guess because it is soft plastic, let's get this a bit more here. You know, no matter how you bend it, it does kind of bend towards it, like so. So a nice pose here. You know, she can get like some nice poses here without, you know, such as like that. Can I get him balance? No. But still, I do like the design overall. It's not bad. In terms of articulation, you know, ball joint, yay high. Just a note, on here on the shoulders, it's not on ratchet joints, but like they do kind of like, whoop, they kind of go like from 90s to about, let's see, every 45-ish degrees. So like they kind of like have these small clicks, so they kind of not full 3 motion, but yeah, it's got about up to 90, so definitely enough articulation to give you any kind of poses. Unfortunately, unlike the Kamen Rider series where they kind of wear gloves, her hand is stuck in this one pose. You don't get any extra hands, so you can't do any attack poses or holy arrow poses. So I mean, even on the box, that's probably like what they assume would be her best pose, which is kind of boring. But I mean, technically, I guess you could have, oops, so her hand is, gotta just push that in a bit more. but these are really thin and small, so that's why I recommend, you know, doing it slowly. You could have her hands out kind of like this, and you can have her doing, you know, her Heaven's Charm attack, like so. And yeah, her legs definitely have the best amount of articulation here. Bends all the way about this much. They even have that groove here, so it's a bit more than 90. Kind of like a Wii Fit pose. Can't, unfortunately, the body here does it? No, it's just one piece, so would have been nice if this was actually 2 separate pieces, so you can kind of like rotate her waist a bit, but yeah, so unfortunately she won't really be able to get any attack poses in. So let's see, hold on, I do have from the other Shokugan series, specifically this was for the Ultraman and Kamen Rider one, so let's get this in here, you know, just to give her a bit of flight. So her peg here, you're able to peg it with other things. As I said before in a different video, unfortunately I'm not sure what peg size this is, but it is a very common size peg, so don't be worried if you need to buy specific stands for it. I'm pretty sure some generic stands should be able to fit for whatever this size figure is. So yeah, sorry guys, so you know, a nice flying pose. So you are able to get some nice flying poses with, because of how well her legs kind of bend and stuff. So oh, it's not bad. I do like it. Haven't really opened Garudamon yet, so I don't know which one, but in comparison, WarGreymon is definitely a favorite. So let's remove that there, and let's just stick this display stand back in her butt and have her standing so we can do a quick size comparison. But yeah, in terms of like volume wise, like she does with the wings spread out, she does have a bit of, you know, I guess size to her. But for those, I guessing, here she is next to a Kamen Rider. So even for a Kamen Rider who's a generic human size shaped figure, she is much smaller. I'm guessing most of it went toward plastic went towards her wings. Here she is next to the same series. This is a Shodo Kamen Rider. Specifically, it's Shodo, not the new Shodo X. This was I got like 4 years ago, maybe. Like this was the original Kamen Rider from when Shodo first released as a brand. Here she is, and here is the Shodo Charizard from, I think it was Mewtwo Strike Back, the first set. So quite a big size difference. And of course, for those wondering, let me get him out. Here she is next to WarGreymon, who is much smaller. So if we put them size like here, so WarGreymon is much smaller but definitely heavier, like solid. Angewomon is much lighter. So that's about how they stack up together, like so. And as always, for those who have no figures, here is a generic. Ooh, is this 2? Yep, there's 2. So here is a generic poker size. Just remove him. Here's a generic poker size playing card, or I guess Pokemon size card. So she's about like up to her. It goes up to about her head, but with her wings it does go a bit more. And if we do it from the side, like so, you know, she can even hold it with her hand, I guess, to show you how tall it is a bit. But yeah, so yeah, there's Angewomon. Overall, she's not bad. Definitely a lot more posable than expected. The sculpt in hand definitely looks better. Like in the pose on the box, I wasn't really sure how well she looked, but up close in hand, in person. So let me just kind of focus it. Oops. The sculpt is nice. It's got some nice detail. Like here, it is got like a dark gray, metallic gray, and then a nice shiny silver on the cross part. So they did a nice job. And even like on the side of the wings, it goes from white into their hair. So they did put a lot of effort into paint apps for the most part. You know, like even on the belt here, like the paint is superb actually. Like just the small, the ring part here, like there's no mistake. Didn't go over on her belly, so I'm actually really impressed with how well the paint apps came out on this thing. So kind of wish they kind of did the extra bits there, but you know, I guess for 1,000 yen, once again, like I do recommend it for either fans of Angewomon or the Digimon series. I guess huge fans of Angewomon, or you know, who really like her design, I would say get her. For people who are maybe on the fence about it, I'd say she's in hand. She does look better than in the promo pictures. So if you're hoping like the promo pictures where you were on the fence, and if you're thinking in hand is it better, then I would definitely say yes, she's definitely better in hand. But overall, I guess I'd give her like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 in terms of recommendation. Honestly, that's probably because I'm biased. I'm not really a huge fan of her, so but I definitely got her just because I can finally get all 8 partner Digimon, so there's that. But yeah, honestly, there's not much else to say. In terms of pros, definitely a lot more articulated, or has much better articulation than I thought she would have. The ribbon is nice. Really, I mean, the wings are a bit bland, but you know, maybe if you put some personal touches on it. But yeah, overall, I mean, it did exceed my expectations. Although I went in kind of low, but for 1,000 yen, I can't really recommend it too highly. But if you're wondering, you know, in terms of, I guess, quality, I would say definitely it's a high quality figure. For 1,000 yen, I have seen worse. So honestly, I'd say it's worth about, like I said with WarGreymon, like it should be about the 700 line. Like I'm guessing because of the wings, but I'd say it's about on par with, or probably a bit less than the current generation of the Shodo Kamen Riders. Haven't bought any of those, so. But yeah. Unfortunately, there's not much I can say. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review. If you guys have any questions or comments, or wanted to know anything more about the figure itself, let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Once again, thanks for watching, guys, and as always, this is Buster-kun here, off to find that blue drives monster.